First, we're going to talk about the frame today. This is one component that will come to you as one piece. Everything you see here will be already assembled on the frame. We're going to start with explaining the parts on it that you may have to remove or modify during use when you're assembling your cart or modifying it for use in the race. We'll start at the top. This section right here is a bumper. It has to be in place in case of wreck. As you can see, this bumper has been badly bent during a wreck, but it protected the driver because it absorbed all the energy in the collision. Moving on back, we have the pedals. This is the brake pedal. It's attached to the hard pedal linkage to go to the master cylinder. This is filled with .5 brake fluid, which runs through the brake fluid lines you can buy at any go-kart shop. They go back to the master caliper. That is a single rear axle caliper. On some carts you can have front brakes as well, but we will not be sending those with you. They are available for purchase though. The next pedal is the throttle pedal. It's connected to a throttle line steel cabling, runs through a protective sheath just like brake lines. So in case you step on it, it won't automatically engage the throttle. It should, with the whole length of the chassis, to come back to this end, and this is a looped end with an adjustment on it, so you can tighten or loosen this once you put it on your pot box, which is a potentiometer. Back to the top of the frame, we have the steering assembly. It's made up of the main steering shaft, tie rods, and spindles. These all work together to steer the go-kart. The camber and pitch can be adjusted by removing or inserting more of these discs in here under and above the spindles. And this block right here is to hold the steering shaft in place. We recommend upgrading to an aluminum shaft or aluminum block to hold the shaft if you haven't done that already. Some of them come with plastic, which is not adequate for race conditions. On top here is where you would place your steering wheel, but we'll get to that in the later part of the video. The frame on back has been modified for you. These are modified Nerf bars on the left and the right. They are much stiffer and stronger than standard Nerf bars to hold your batteries. It can also be used to hold other components depending on if you want to change the configuration. But we're going to show you today that we put the batteries here. You have your seat mounting points here, 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 and here. This will hold your fiberglass seat in place, and you must drill the holes according to your driver size. Each driver must have their own configuration for it to be safe. Back here is the safety belt apparatus. The top two straps must go over this bar and be held in place so they don't slip off and become unsafe. This is held in place with the seat bolts right here and one bolt down here. It should come all together for you guys. Moving on back, we have like I said, the master caliper, and then you have the bearing holders. You have 3 on a Mario 8 racing chassis, which is what we're using. 2 on the right side, which are the motor side, and 1 on the left, which is the brake side. And moving on back, these holes should be plugged, but if any of the plugs would come out of the holes in your chassis, you must put them back in. It is part of the 2011 safety rules that every hole must be plugged.